What's going on, guys? This is Misfit Gamer 101 here with another Let's Play. Earlier today I did Doom 3, very bad audio. I think I fixed it for this game here. It's called The Stanley Parable. Let's get started. I don't want to waste any time. This game is... I heard there's a lot of mindfuckery going on here. Let's see what this is about. Loading. That was fast. Wow. Alright. And this fan is on my ass. Hang on a second. Get that. Alright, here we go. Stanley Parable.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons...
I like this narrator, dude. It sounds really cool to hang with.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Do I really need to step out of my office?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
What happened?
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly.
What happened just now?
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself.
I didn't want to close the door.
Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
What the hell just happened?
Stanley waited. Hours passed. Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What happened? Oh, is that an ending? Oh, I heard there's like a bunch of endings to this game, so... What happened? That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Alright, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ooh. I'm gonna turn off computers. This is great. Oh. Reading input. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna go this way.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Maybe if I was doing a live stream, I would have been like, you know what, screw it. I never follow directions anyways.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, Stanley knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Yes,
Ah,
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all,
this is
just
one of
to
my
spend a
favorite
few
rooms.
moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood
Okay,
here,
this is
drinking
boring.
it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And then cut the rounds up for the plates.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let's read this. Alright, let me back up here. Warning. Do not jump from cargo. Alright, let me say that again. Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty of misuse of cargo lift. $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. But she would be dead by then.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how
I am
to
convinced
convince you of this,
when I
but
kill
I
me or
really
something.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Just this one time I'll listen to you.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Huh? Wait a minute. Wait a second. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys know something. Is this game really fucking with me right now? The fuck? Alright, this game is... Alright, fuck it, let's go this way. What just happened? What happened just now? We'll play this a little bit more and then I'm going to stop it here.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh.
Here. Yes. Oh,
Can I
it's
jump off of this?
beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
That's my point. We're resetting the game. Mr. Narrator.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm taking this from me. Leave him up. Oh, yep.
No! Oh, thank God. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Listen, I decided not to listen to you anymore, narrator.
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Free cookies?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you... My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over
I just
and over
started
to be
playing. What are you
relieved?
talking about? I
You are
haven't
literally
disliked it
willing
yet.
to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
Now,
reading the situation
if you give me
correctly?
free cookies, I won't kill myself. Too late.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I
Yep.
don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess
Nope.
that was too much to ask.
Yep.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Can I have cookies? No cookies? Well, fuck you too, narrator.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Alright, so that's... I think I did the 2 endings there, so... That one is the closet room ending. And that one was the space suicide ending. So we'll do one more ending and we'll end it for here. I should look up the name of it, what all the endings are in here. There's a disco ending, but it's really hard to do. So, alright, here we go. Alright, let's go.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There is one ending that I want to try.
Wow. Yes.
It calls unplugging the room.
But eager to get back to business,
So
Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Should jump from car. No, I'm not
Stanley,
I'm not going to jump from cargo.
We've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
My balls?
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Balls?
Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been beating. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the 2 pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
I'm not?
You're a real person.
Yes, I am, actually. My name is Matt. How you doing,
I'm
narrator?
so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting
No.
you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Back second crack. That was funny. Do I have to practice really? Oh god. What happened?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
What's
Do
wrong
you
with this
make
game?
more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Well, I don't know what just happened, but
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
what just happened?
Okay, well, I also
Okay.
okay, what's that? We need to correct that.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
What the fuck is wrong with this game? I'm telling you.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And the church better not be afraid that, not when we are all and the church really needs to be done with the other things that we need.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in
2,
disbelief
4,
who
6,
orchestrated
8,
this
7,
until
2.
he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the password.
Hello.
He had seen it on
2,
his
4,
boss's
6, 8,
computer
2.
just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open
Night
the
Shark
door? Would it
115.
still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 151. Oh, fuck it.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night
He spoke
Shark
it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
This is not obviously not going to work, so.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Why is Kung Fu Panda?
Okay, fine, you're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Rude.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage?
That's me asking. We did ask.
Shit, hang on a second. I think I messed this up. Hold on.
We don't even have to sign me for something to do.
It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
The hell?
I have to. I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
Nope.
You're a child.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
end.
I
What?
need you to walk through the door.
This is the end ending?
Are you listening to me?
Thank you for what?
Can you hear me?
There's gotta be more.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together.
I guess
I'll
this is
accept
it
whatever
for
you do. I simply
for
need you
the
to take
now.
that step forward, please.
Make sure you like,
Choose.
this is Misfit Gamer 101. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe,
This is more important
tweet me at
than
my
you
Twitter,
know.
whatever you want the hell you do.
I need this.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll see you next time.